Revaluation account. So revaluation account is a nominal account, also known as profit or loss adjustment account. So prepared to record the revalued figure of assets and liabilities at the time of change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partner. So revaluation, what do you, why actually we need revaluation account? So revaluation account, when we enter one partner into our firm, you take one situation. So two partners running successfully their business for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years, these two partners were giving so much of importance to their business and improve lot, sacrifice lot. Okay, ba? So after completing this 10-year, now they decide they add one more partner into the firm. Okay, ba? Under this situation, the 10 years benefit, the 10 year, fast pay 10 years, they work hard. Past 10 years benefit, that means book price minus market price. The beginning price minus at present price. The difference amount is called benefits. I mean, the difference amount is called increased amount or decreased amount. This decreased amount must share the remaining partner must share the remaining partners in their old ratio. After complete this process, after sharing this increase-decrease process, now they are ready to admit new partner because they already get their increase-decrease amount. Now they freshly start on new business after coming new partner. Okay, for this purpose only we are preparing revaluation account. Then how we can prepare? What are all the rules over there? Let me see. This account basically based on nominal account because the nominal account rules all expenses and losses debited, all income and gain credited. Okay, basically this is based on PL account, profit or loss account. So no, we know already profit or loss account based on nominal account. Okay, okay. Now we'll see the format. Revaluation account formula: debit, decrease asset, increase liability. Debit, decrease in asset, increase in liability. That means negative sense. Okay, credit, increase in asset, decrease in liability, positive character. Debit, increase in asset, decrease in liability, positive character. Okay. Then depreciation. So depreciation means indirectly it says reducing asset value. Okay. So depreciation, outstanding expenses, income received in advance. Income received in advance to reserve fund and provision. That is, see, basically the revaluation account seems the fluctuations of, we only enter the fluctuations of assets and liabilities. The fluctuation amount only we have to enter. Okay. So reserve fund and provision, the provision for discount on debtors, unrecorded liability, to provision for contingencies or unforeseen liability, unexpected liability. So what are all the credit items? So credit items by increasing in asset, by decreasing in liability. Appreciation. Appreciation means increasing value, boost up value. Okay. By outstanding income or accrued income. Outstanding income or accrued income. Then by expired or prepaid expenses. Unexpired or prepaid expenses. So prepaid expenses mean already. So for next year expenses, the next year expenses you paid yearly. This is what prepaid expenses. So reserve and fund provision. Reduced or decreased. Reserve and fund. So reserve, fund, provision, these all three characters belongs to liability characters. So when liability decrease, you have to enter in credit side. When liability increase, you have to enter in debit side. When asset decrease, you have to enter in debit side. Asset increase, you have to enter credit side. By provision for discount on creditor, by unrecorded asset. Okay. Now we already framed revaluation account, we just create journal. We just create journal which we already prepared revaluation account. From there, you have to create journal. Concerned asset account data to revaluation account. Concerned asset account data mean reduced asset. See, being the increase in revaluation account in credit side, So listen once again. I'll show you how to deal this. So concern asset account data to revaluation account. This, when revaluation account is credit, all the credit characters, that means increase in asset, decrease in liability. Increase in asset, decrease in all credit side of revaluation account. You have to frame journal like this. Concern asset account data to revaluation account. The second entry, for decreasing in value of asset. For decreasing in value of asset, directly you have to enter in debit side. Okay. Now, revaluation account data to concern asset account. For increasing amount of liability, when liability increase, you have to put in debit side. So revaluation account data to concern liability account. For decreasing amount of liability, that is positive. You have to enter in credit side of liability side. So concern liability account data to revaluation account. For recording unrecorded assets, we missed to enter. Now we comes to enter over here. So this is positive. So unrecorded asset account data to revaluation account. For recording an unrecorded liability, one liability arises newly. Under this situation, it is negative. So simultaneously, revaluation account data to unrecorded liability. If loss arise, mentioned in our balance sheet, according to nominal rule, this loss mean after completing, being the loss and revaluation account, transfer to partners capital in old ratio. After completing your all these after fixing all these character, we just balanced over that. If we try to balance that, loss arise. What we will do? The entry of loss. So normally we know that profit always plays in debit side, loss always plays in credit side when we try to balance. Okay, so now loss entry. If you meet loss entry, partners capital account debtor to revaluation account, because the loss is credit side. Profit always enter in debit side, so entry will be revaluation account debtor to old partners capital account. Now, accounting treatment of reserve. Accounting treatment of reserve. Reserve, what do you mean by reserve, ma? So reserve means some amount. So emergency purpose, for emergency, to meet emergency, we save some amount. That amount is called a reserve. Okay. Accumulated profit or loss. What do you mean by accumulated profit or accumulated loss? So accumulated profit or loss. Accumulated profit mean after completing our profit or loss account, after completing our accounting process, few more character arise newly, few more incoming character arrive newly. We complete, for example, we complete our transaction. Okay, we complete our transaction at March 31st. Okay, 31st morning. So at the evening, you receive some amount, or after that calculation. See, this accumulated profit is called extra profit or extra income after finishing our balance sheet. Okay, this income you must share in the form of dividend. This accumulated profit income created for giving dividend. Okay, so giving for this amount belongs to giving dividend purpose. So you know very well, dividend, asset or liability. So dividend considered as a liability, because this dividend is not belongs to us. Okay, so accumulated profit comes under liability side. Accumulated loss comes under asset side. When you face loss, the partner must give some must bear this loss. Okay, when partner bear this loss, automatically that money inflow into the business. So loss comes under asset side, accumulated profit comes under liability side. Okay, listen. See the pictures. Old balance sheet, reserve, accumulated profit or loss. These all three character comes under old balance sheet, old partners, old ratio. These all character you have to share in old partners, old ratio. What are the reserves, accumulated profit or loss? These two character you are going to share old partner, old ratio. These two character you have to share old ratio. Okay, accumulated profit. For transfer of reserve and accumulated profit given in the balance sheet side, distribution in old profit distribution in old partner in old ratio. Okay, so what are all the character we are going to share in old ratio? Reserves and surplus and accumulated profit. See the entry, reserves or reserve fund or general reserve. You may call all three word, reserve or reserve fund or general reserve, account data. This is this general account, general reserve amount should share by old partner in old ratio. Okay, va? Or reserve for contingencies, profit and loss, accumulated profit account data, investment fluctuation fund. So investment fluctuation fund. What do you mean by investment fluctuation fund? So investment fluctuation fund mean when you invest some amount, last year you invest some amount to shares or debentures, whatever it is. Okay. You regularly earn interest. You regularly earn interest from there. You regularly receive dividend from there. Okay. In some situation, the dividend amount this year you don't receive dividend amount because of that company met loss. So you don't you can't receive your dividend amount at this time this year. Okay, so regularly one income you meet regularly one income you meet, and suddenly this year you won't meet that income. To bear this kind of situation, we create one reserve. That reserve is called investment fluctuation reserve, investment fluctuation fund. Investment fluctuation fund mean this kind of suddenly you meet the insufficient fund because of you don't receive this year dividend. Okay, to bear the situation, you create investment fluctuation fund. This is also shared by old partner in their old ratio. Workman compensation fund. So what do you mean by workman compensation fund? In your company, in our company, we workers working. Okay, so they are going normal work. Suddenly one worker met accident. Suddenly one worker met accident in our company. We need to give some compensation as a company. It has to give some compensation to that particular employee to meet these kind of emergencies. We create workman compensation fund. Okay, workman compensation fund. Okay, so joint life policy reserve or fund. Joint life policy reserve or fund account data. So this joint life policy also business take this joint life policy reserve or fund. This is also one kind of reservation for meet joint life policy payment for premium. Okay, this joint life policy taken by the management on behalf of employee. That's why this is also okay. These all reserve or reserve fund or general reserve or reserve for contingency, profit and loss, accumulated profit, investment fluctuation fund, workman compensation fund, joint life policy or reserve fund. These all character must shared by old partner in their old ratio. So already we shared our already we create a revaluation account. In that from there we are calculating fluctuations of assets and liabilities, and these all character also, these all liabilities also must bear that old partner when before you enter one new partner. So this steps also we could done before enter the partner. Okay, Amma. So all these reserve, profit and loss accumulated, invest fluctuation fund, workman compensation fund, joint life policy reserve, all these character account data to old partners capital account, to old partners capital account. Okay. Accumulated loss. Accumulated loss mean. So accumulated loss mean, just now I told you, what do you mean accumulated profit? The negative version of accumulated loss. When you are not ready to meet your dividend, when you are not ready to meet your dividend, that is called accumulated loss. Insufficient balance, insufficient balance of dividend. Yes, for transfer of accumulated loss, given balance sheet asset side. Okay, so dividend is a liability. That is accumulated profit is a liability. Accumulated loss is an asset. This because this loss going to bear by the partner. So directly business will get amount. What entry will come? Old partners capital account data, it is just reverse of accumulated profit. So old partners capital account data to profit or loss, accumulated loss, loss in business, deferred revenue expenditure. So deferred revenue expenditure, preliminary expenses. So preliminary expenses to miscellaneous expenses, to advertisement, suspense written off. As advertisement, suspense written off. I will explain one by one. Accumulated loss, we know that loss in business. When you're doing your business, this year we meet loss. Okay. Then third character, deferred revenue expenditure. Third character, deferred revenue expenditure. This means, yes, in business, deferred revenue expenses is an expenses which is incurred while accounting period. For example, revenue used for advertisement is deferred revenue expenditure. Okay. So that means accounting year. So current year, what expenses, what major expenses you are going to spend? That expenses is called deferred revenue expenditure. In business, deferred revenue expenditure is an expenses which is incurred while accounting period. While accounting period, for example, revenue used for advertisement is deferred revenue expenses because it will keep showing it benefit over the period. Okay, it will keep showing its benefits over the period of 2 or 3 years. This is what deferred revenue expenditure. Then preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses. Okay. So preliminary expenses. This what? A preliminary expenses or expenses which the promoters of a company incur at the time of incorporating the company. So when you start one company newly, some expenses you are going to meet at the time of incorporation. Okay, incorporation means starting newly. Okay, this is what preliminary expenses. So preliminary expenses are expenses which the promoters of a company incur at the time of incorporating a company. Okay. Yes. Generally, preliminary expenses are disallowable on the ground that they are of a capital nature or incurred prior to the setting up of a business. This is what preliminary expenses. For example, legal or professional fees, auditor fees, registration fees, stamp duty. These are all examples of preliminary expenses. Okay. Then next one, miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expenses. So miscellaneous, what do you mean by miscellaneous, ma? Varieties, number of. Okay, so miscellaneous expenses is a term used to define and cover cost they typically do not fit without the specific tax category. Okay, so typically typically do not fix in the tax categories or account ledger. So for example, miscellaneous expenses mean you use this word in your petty cash book. Okay, so this is for a very normal day-to-day expenses, we can call this. Okay, then advertisement suspense account written off. Advertisement suspense account written off mean this one also make a loss. Suddenly, due to competition, you suddenly change your advertisement. Okay, in this step, you will meet loss. To bear this loss, you have to create one account. That is what account advertisement suspense written off. Suspense written off mean you bear that loss. Okay, this is what accumulated. Yes. Let there be a partner A and B. They admit partner C. Partner's capital account. How we create partner's capital account? This one you already met in your basics, capital account. Okay, so capital account balance brought down, cash, new partner being cash in hand, premium of goodwill. This premium of goodwill shared by sacrificing ratio by the old partner. Current account, sees current account. A new partner does not bring goodwill in cash. So we just debit the C's current account or C's capital account. This amount also shared by sacrificing ratio in their old partners. Revaluation account profit. Accumulated profit, profit reserve are given in the balance sheet. Old partner, old ratio. Liabilities, this accumulated profit, just now we saw now accumulated profit, then reserves, workman compensation fund, all these character you have to share in the old partner, old ratio. So that character also comes under here. So liability account, if the old partner taken the liabilities, old partners taken the liabilities. Okay, so what are all the debit character mean? Balance brought down if the capital of old partner given in asset side. Goodwill appeared in old balance sheet. Goodwill appeared in old balance sheet. We have to enter here. Premium of goodwill, you have to enter credit side. Old goodwill, you have to enter debit side. So cash account data, because of drawing. So this drawing, sacrificing ratio, you have to share sacrificing ratio. Revaluation loss, old partner ratio. Accumulated loss, old partner ratio. Okay. So capital adjustment account. So the capital adjustment means cash account. So altogether, don't confuse yourself. Capital adjustment, when we see some, I'll explain clearly. Cash book, this cash book you have already know well. You just, it is a ledger account. You just plainly take your revaluation journal entry. By sacrificing partner, the goodwill withdrawn. So goodwill withdrawn mean cash account data to partner's capital account. By bank, if loan paid, so loan paid, that is also okay. So this one, goodwill withdrawn, partner's capital account data to cash account. Bank loan paid, so loan account to cash account, partner capital account. So all these things. In debit side, for bank balance, if bank prepaid, cash for cash balance, new partner capital, all incoming character. It is very simple. All incoming character, incoming cash, you put debit side. All outflowing of cash, you put credit side. Okay, all inflow of cash, you put debit side. All outflow of cash, you put credit side. So practice questions, lose, yes. Rules for liabilities. So these rules we are going to see next class. Rules for liabilities, rules for assets, rules for balance sheet, rules for unrecorded assets and liability, rules for outstanding expenses and income, rules for prepaid expenses and income, rules for provision or reserve fund adjustment, rules for provision for doubtful debt, rules for workman compensation fund, rules for investment fluctuation reserve.